There's been debates. Yes. Very important questions have been asked, but we seemingly cannot get to the answer. And that, if I may be blunt, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that in the 21st century we ain't coming to conclusive evidence. I don't want to. Anyway, so the question is, where did the virus come from? I can't say it out loud. Y'all know why. Where did this whatever come from? There's been debate. It must have been a pangolin, man. It must have been a fucking pangolin, man. No. I'm not sure which came first. So don't take all what I said about which came first with a grain of salt. Anyway, they first said it came from a bat. They're trying to pin it on Batman, bro. They try to pin it on Batman, bro. They try to pin it on Batman, nigga. How? Nigga, you know who it is. I'm sorry, Batman, nigga. You saying I'm dirty? Come here, nigga. Let me show you who's dirty, nigga. Product. Batman, it's for the product. I won't kill you, but I will make it hurt. Take that. You talking about my homies, nigga? They try to put it on a bat. They're trying to pin it on a bat. Turns out, the bats was clean, man. Turns out the bats was clean. Anyway, they switched stories. It might have been a pangolin. But in the background, while no one is watching, listening, some conspiracy theorists are talking about it may have come from a lab, nigga. Because they were talking about it was here in Wuhan, where there was a lab that does similar type of research as what broke out. I'm not gonna get into the details, but still plausible, man. It seemed plausible. But bro, we don't want to get too crazy, man. Shit, we don't want to go cook, man, and start believing things that 1 + 1 = 2, man. That shit is crazy. Don't do that. Anyway, and now on to the latest theory. They're talking about. But no. On to the real reason we had this shit, all of that. Why did we, how, from where? We need to research where that shit came from, bro. I know from where. Raccoon dogs, bro. Man, dog, you were right. Bro. Fucking raccoon dog. Scientists parse another clue to possible origins of COVID-19 as WHO says possible remain on the table. Possibilities remain on the table. They're raccoon dogs, man. Dr. Gupta reacts to new analysis. Can we trust Dr. Gupta? Yes. Yes, we can.
Obviously, it's been difficult to determine COVID's origin, especially because of the lack of transparency from Chinese officials. What can we learn from this new data? And bottom line, are we ever going to know for certain where COVID really came from?
Well, two questions there. First of all, I think that this new data is really interesting, but it's not conclusive. Can we ever learn? I think what this new data shows us more than anything is that there is data out there that could help answer this question. That data has been very hard to come by because of the opaqueness, the opacity from the Chinese government. Jake, this is like a scientific
Chinese
story. So there's these samples taken in March of 2020. They're intermittently made available for researchers to look at. Mostly they say, hey, yeah, look, we've looked at these samples taken from this Wunan seafood market, and there's really no evidence of anything other than there was COVID there, like there was in a lot of places in Wuhan. All of a sudden, just this past week,
he had to clarify, man. What is Wunan, man?
Fresh to see if there's any new data on these servers. And they say, well, yeah, this new data showed up. So they quickly downloaded it. And what they found was this. In samples that had previously been positive for COVID-19, they also saw that there was the presence of this animal DNA in those samples as well. That animal, as you pointed out, the raccoon dog, a type of animal that is known to be able to carry coronaviruses and possibly transmit them. So that's what we know now, that there was animal DNA, COVID DNA, intermixed within the Wunan seafood market in March of 2020. It's not a silver bullet. It doesn't answer this for sure, but because what you need to know that would be an actual infected animal. This is not an actual infected animal. You'd also need to know a timeline, meaning is it possible humans could have still brought the virus to the market and the raccoon dogs got infected by humans? It's possible.
Fucking humans?
So it's really interesting, but not definitive. And I'll just leave you with this as well, Jake. You know, you may say, well, why is this data so hard to come by?
It's not definitive, guys.
The sort of narrative from the Chinese government right now is that COVID, they say, originated in the United States, in Maryland, at an army lab. So there's lots of reasons that this data, I think, has been sort of hidden or at least suppressed.
That's insane.
That is truly insane, man. You know what? We should go tell the Chinese, man. Teach the Chinese niggas a lesson, man. Hey, they blamed it on Batman, yo. They try to blame it on Batman. It came from Rocket Raccoon. Holy shit. And I first thought it was Batman, bro. I knew when they tried to pin it on Batman, that shit was foul, bro. It's crazy, man. They try to pin that shit on Batman, yo. And now they're trying to pin it on Rocket Raccoon. But maybe they're right, bro. Maybe they're right, bro. I trust these niggas, bro. Let's go. I trust these niggas, man. Thank you for watching, bro. Stay on the true side, bro, okay? Don't get all that disinformation all in your head from trying to think about logic. Get